Welcome back to Crypto209, coming back at you with an updated live stream for the cryptocurrency markets. So we are having a nice support level and consolidation as for Dogecoin, still above 6 cents at 0.617. It has been a good week for the cryptocurrency markets as a lot of coins were riding up in value. Dogecoin in particular was trying to hold around 0.62, but we did have that slight rejection back down to just over 6 cents. So I'm not ruling out that further corrections can push us down to below 6 cents, because that is possible, and we can make it below 6 cents as further corrections would be happening. But the way Bitcoin is going, still at 58.3 up to 58.5. It's good that Bitcoin recaptured $58 because Bitcoin should be pushing $59,000 if there's not too much selling pressure suppressing that price. But overall, it has been a good week, and it is going to be a good Friday, I'm sure. Dogecoin will have to stay in the levels of between 0.62 up to 0.65 in order to see us holding this price value. So 0.62 up to 0.65. We did have that spike up to 7 cents. So that is the next level that I'm aiming for Dogecoin. And 7 cents is just 2 cents away from the all-time high. So the all-time high at 0.091, trading at 7 cents, that would be setting Dogecoin up for success, as we would be passing that all-time high if we can hold these levels of support. Ethereum is still doing good, still above $2,000 at $2,071. Ethereum did push up to around 2,100, so that was close to the projection of 2,500 for Ethereum. There is a lot of people and institutions buying up Bitcoin and Ethereum in particular. We do still have the backing of Mark Cuban for Dogecoin in the selling of tickets and using the payment system through Dogecoin. So hopefully that can pick up traction a lot more, with people being able to accept Dogecoin as payment for their products and services. It being a lot more simple to just have a digital transaction instead of handling paper money and dealing with the banks. We know that decentralization in cryptocurrency is the main point to continue the bull run up. Decentralized currency will be the way to go, as most currencies today are very centralized and the people do not have control over their finances through these centralized currencies. So cryptocurrency is just in the beginning stages. I cannot stress that enough. There is just over about 1% or 1 to 2% of the entire global population that is currently utilizing cryptocurrency. That being trading or investing long term, we are still very, very small towards people adopting cryptocurrency, as a lot of people don't have the means to invest. That extra money is used for necessities and such. But those who are early adopters and early investors into cryptocurrency, it is a very good time to be in cryptocurrency. So Dogecoin is still trying right at 0.61 up to 0.62. We are still in this upwards trend, so we haven't fell below this trend that we created after we had that spike up. So after we had that spike up, we were making higher highs and higher lows, which is very important for your cryptocurrency, as if you had a mass sell-off, which we were having those mass sell-offs with Dogecoin, having those mass sell-offs as well as the price increasing does show you that there's a lot of people putting their money into Dogecoin, purchasing it. We know that Crypto.com added Dogecoin onto their platform. We are still waiting for Coinbase. I do use Coinbase. I see them as a really good platform, but they do have a little bit of high fees for your transactions. But other than that, it is a really good platform to purchase and trade your cryptocurrency. As you do have your private keys on Coinbase, having your private keys is very important as you are taking custody of your cryptocurrency, whether that be in a cold wallet or just storage somewhere. Taking it off exchanges will help the price, as there will be less circulating supply for others to be purchasing and trading with. So we have some pretty big news. I believe it was the Sacramento Kings basketball team. That is, the players are now wanting to be paid in Bitcoin. So that is huge news, as the mass adoption is definitely what we need. People getting paid out in Bitcoin. I definitely wish I could get paid out in Bitcoin. That would just be spectacular. But yes, it is the Sacramento Kings to offer players the option to get paid in Bitcoin. And like, I'm sure they're going to take it, because why would you not want to get paid in Bitcoin, especially with all of the news and all of the coverage that's been going around? I think they're definitely going to hop on that train towards getting paid out in Bitcoin. Now that would mean that the Sacramento Kings would have to purchase the Bitcoin. They would have to have a supply of Bitcoin to consistently give out to their players. So here I'm going to read the article for you, as this is very big news in the way of mass adoption in the cryptocurrency markets. The Sacramento Kings became the first NBA team to accept Bitcoin as a payment option in the arena in January, January 2014. So they actually have been on it for quite some time. I thought this was something that was quite recent that they just started to do. But it actually turns out that they were doing this way back since 2014. In 2018, the team announced that it became the first professional sports team in the world to mine cryptocurrency through a charitable program called Mining for Good. So we do like those clean coins mined from renewable and clean energy. There are still what they call dirty coins, or blood coins, as it takes a lot of electricity and puts a pretty hard detriment on the environment through mining to produce those tokens. But through the years, I do see renewable energy being utilized a lot more than it is, as we are still in the beginning stages of renewable energy, solar being the main form, but solar should be getting quite cheaper, as a lot more people will be trying to purchase solar and use that renewable energy. Okay, so here we go. In addition to the King's collaborations with Block Party on a blockchain-powered rewards program, and has joined forces with CryptoKju to launch a line of physical crypto collectibles in professional sports, that being like NFTs and such like that. It also has launched the NBA's first live blockchain-powered auction platform for the authentic memorabilia with consensus to Trium. So that's just amazing news. We love the mass adoption news for this channel. Mass adoption is going to be main indicator for keeping the cryptocurrency markets stable. We will have a lot more or a lot less volatility within the cryptocurrency markets when we start to get this mass adoption, because those purchases are in the realm of hundreds of millions of dollars up to billions of dollars in purchases for cryptocurrency. So that does help the stability of those tokens, and the volatility definitely decreases as there are just main holders holding that cryptocurrency, not really trading it around. So Bitcoin is still holding at 58,000, just under 400. Dogecoin still at 0.61 cents. We are super happy for the price actions we've been seeing with Dogecoin. I did make a reference to my one of my first videos. I actually, it's been a while since I looked back on my own videos, and there was a video about 2 months ago that I had posted, and it was when Dogecoin had just made 1 cent. So I was posting when Dogecoin was below 1 cent. I was not live streaming, but I did make a video, and it was just like, it was so like difficult to make like video like collaborations where you like put the pictures and everything together. So I was just like, okay, well, let me just do a live stream, and that should be a lot easier for just talking and dishing out what I have learned so far in the cryptocurrency markets. So yeah, I made a video about Dogecoin below 1 cent, and then we shot up to 1 cent. And if you can only imagine going back in time and purchasing Dogecoin at 1 cent, it was kind of the same conviction I had for my first purchase of Bitcoin. I know everyone is definitely skeptical at first because you're not really sure what Bitcoin is. You're like, what is Bitcoin? What is this cryptocurrency you talk about? But after a while, and you start to get really familiar with it, there's kind of like this all-in mentality that you certainly grow over time, because you just realize that keeping your money in fiat is just bringing you down. It's bringing you down in the sense of your money is just sitting there. It's not gaining in value. You're not getting interest on it. You're not getting APY from your money just sitting in the bank. I know there are some banks that pay out APY and interest and stuff like that, but it's not really prominent or as prominent as it is in the cryptocurrency markets for the increase in volatility from your own investment. So I definitely haven't, or I have turned the idea of investing into cryptocurrency as just a new banking system for the current assets that I hold, that being fiat money. So I really just see cryptocurrency as the new banking system that pays you for holding your money in that particular bank, but just the wide diversification into these other altcoins does help to balance out your portfolios as much as possible. I know we do have the Bitcoin maximalists who are just all in on Bitcoin, but I believe I did speak about that in one of my last videos, that the people who are Bitcoin maximalists, I can definitely understand it because of just Bitcoin being the first cryptocurrency ever created. But cryptocurrency in general is like the switch. It's going to be the mass switch from fiat and paper monetary systems into digital assets. It's going to happen because our societies are solely integrated within technology, and the further we go down the line, the years to come, technology is just only going to get even more advanced. And us using our phones every single day, like you cannot function without using your phone throughout the day, even just calling someone or texting someone reaching out to someone, you cannot do that without a cellular device. So having your currency put onto your cellular device and being able to spend your money through your phone. I know online shopping it has taken off in the past 10 years. It's hard to think about how old I am, but I do kind of forget that I am mid-20s. I will be turning 26 this year, so it does dawn upon you when your age starts to catch up. But technology and the years that I have seen technology grow just within my lifetime, I was definitely in the dot-com boom when internet was just coming out. So we had to wait for dial-up and stuff like that. So if you're that old, you definitely remember how much of a progression we've had from that moment. It's crazy to think about where the internet was back then and where the internet is at this very moment, with broadcasting being a thing and sending pictures all the way across the world. Why can we not send our currencies all the way across the world? So cryptocurrency will be integrated within the new internet systems of money. I am very convicted on that happening. It's not necessarily about the prices on your cryptocurrency. I just see the exponential amount of growth that we're going to have from this very moment. So I do see it as a long-term investment, as well as something that's just going to completely change the way we go about monetary fiat, the destructive currency that we are still using. So Dogecoin is having a nice day. I'm sure we will have a nice weekend into next week, as we will have that Coinbase listing coming out. I said I don't remember if I said I wasn't going to purchase it, but at this point I think I am going to purchase Coinbase's listing when it does come out, because I just want that diversification, as well as in my stock portfolio, to have an introduction to cryptocurrency through forms of stock. So not only the Coinbase listing, I'm sure the Coinbase listing will not be the last. We still have all these other exchanges, Kraken and Binance. I wouldn't purchase Robinhood just because of all that I've been through with Robinhood. They are still a good platform, but if Robinhood did have a listing, I would not be purchasing Robinhood. Coinbase is going to be a growth cryptocurrency stock for me. So whatever it's listed for, I probably will be purchasing it, and it will be increasing in value, just like Tesla stock. How Tesla stock went from practically nothing up to still over $600. Yes, Tesla does make very nice cars, but he does make very expensive cars as well. So Dogecoin still holding at 0.618. We are still looking for 0.62, or sorry, we have made it to 0.62. I'm just looking at the different platforms that I'm utilizing. So a lot of platforms do have different prices going in that particular moment for your token. So let me switch and see if we are still at 6.2. Yeah, so Dogecoin is at 6.2. This was the consolidation area that I was pointing out. 0.62 was the correction, the correction price value that we were holding when we made that run up to 0.66. So this could be considered the floor for Dogecoin, right at 0.62 down to 6 cents as a lower area of support. I'm still not ruling out tapping 0.59 up to down to 0.595. We do still have that whale wallet that is holding around $2 trillion worth of Dogecoin. It's a lot of Dogecoin. Oh yes, I did up my position. So I finally did allocate some more of my money into Dogecoin, and I am in the 10,000 and above holdings. So I actually was below 10,000 for a pretty long time because I was just diversifying into all these other cryptocurrencies, that being VeChain, and VeChain is just having a blast off up to 13 cents. I bought VeChain at 7 cents, and it's practically doubled. I will be taking profits on VeChain if VeChain makes it to around 16 to 18 cents. I will be taking out my initial investment and letting the rest ride to see where VeChain can take me. But that is really important, the amount that you invest into that token. If it does have a run up, do not be scared to take profits. Definitely at least take out your initial investment, as that will ensure that you have not lost any money from investing. You're gaining money because you took out that initial investment that you made. Bitcoin SV is running up. I'm not too sure why Bitcoin is running up. I do like the diversification into other altcoins, but the particular coins, Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash, stuff like that, those tokens, I do not really see those as essential tokens, as if you're going to buy anything Bitcoin related, you might as well purchase Bitcoin, as having just a few Satoshis will be very good, as the projections for Bitcoin are very far from where we are currently trading. 58,000 will be nothing compared to where Bitcoin is this time next year. I am still hoping for around $120,000 to $150,000 for Bitcoin, so that is a good $90,000 increase from this current moment, which should not be too hard. We have all the news of, was it the Sacramento Kings? Yes, paying their players out in Bitcoin. Mark Cuban with Dogecoin. We still have Kevin O'Leary purchasing Bitcoin. So there are a lot of wealthy individuals not only purchasing Bitcoin, but they are also purchasing the Dogecoin, the supposed meme coin that was created by Billy Marcus and others. But Dogecoin is not a meme currency any longer. After Dogecoin, the moment I got fully invested into Dogecoin, as the same thing happened with Bitcoin, I got fully invested into Dogecoin around 3 cents. Well, I mean, it was after we had the run up to 9 cents. I just got fully invested because I actually did purchase on the way down. I believe I purchased at around 7 cents down to 3 cents. So when we had the run up and then correction, I was buying Dogecoin at 7 cents. I was following in, not really knowing what I was doing. So, I mean, that does happen. When the coin is running up, you just get really excited because you think it's never going to come back down. But do keep in mind, when these cryptocurrencies do have a nice run up in price value, we have what are called corrections, to where there is people selling off, taking profits, and putting more of that cryptocurrency back into circulation. So when that cryptocurrency is back into circulation, the price depreciates and you have a drop back down. But as we say, BTFD, buy the dip and you should be fine. So Dogecoin having a run up just above 0.62 cents. The perfect area of consolidation that we were laying out for Dogecoin is 0.62 up to 0.65 cents. Up above 0.65 cents, we have 7 cents even. It is going to be a lot more selling pressure right at 7 cents, but if we can hold this area of support above 0.62 up to 0.65, 7 cents should not be too difficult for Dogecoin. Jimmy, thank you for joining me. Good afternoon. It is a very good day for the cryptocurrency markets as we're going into the weekend strong. We were having a correction earlier in the week, but if you did not purchase cryptocurrency, you definitely want to wait out until we have another correction, as we do have those price pullbacks ever so often. It's just about every 3 to 5 days we do have those corrections if Bitcoin cannot push through this $60,000 mark that we are aiming for. Rich, thank you. Thank you for joining me, Rich. It's good to have newcomers to the channel learning more about cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin is still in a very hard consolidation area. We were hoping for Bitcoin to push through that $61,000, but we did make it up to $58,000, so we can keep that in mind. Bitcoin holding at $58,000. If we do have those further corrections for Bitcoin below $58,000, it will start to get a little scary. But at this current moment, $58,000 holding for Bitcoin does keep the price value for all of our favorite altcoins, especially Dogecoin, up in price value. We are having the slight detachment, though, from Bitcoin and other altcoins, as we are having an enormous amount of increases for some altcoins, while Bitcoin is being pretty stagnant. So Bitcoin has been in this area for about, I think it's been a little over a week that Bitcoin has been trading through 55,000 up to 60,000. But with institutional purchases happening and the Miami, Florida, or just Florida in general, is trying to adopt cryptocurrency like everywhere. I know they have a lot of Bitcoin ATMs and stuff like that in Florida. So we should see the mass adoption happening not only in Florida, but in all other states and regions. I did mention before, those of you who are just joining me, that the adoption for cryptocurrency is in the very, very beginning stages, as it was in the beginning of the dot-com boom. I was referencing how old I was and remembering the internet when it first came out, having to wait for dial-up. It was fun in a sense that we didn't really know that you don't have to wait for dial-up anymore, as the internet has gotten extremely fast. You can send things perfectly through the internet, being live streams or pictures and music, songs, what have you. So why can we not send our currency through a digital form? Why can't we send our value to others all the way across the world? If you have family living in other countries and other regions, it should be pretty simple just to transact value through your phone or through any electronic device. A comment from Rich G. Oh, you own 1 Bitcoin? That's good. That's good. That is, well, you are definitely automatically in the 1%, as there are not going to be a lot of people who can own 1 Bitcoin. There is a fixed supply for Bitcoin being around 21 million coins. It is much, much lower than that. With people, I know everyone heard the story of the gentleman who lost his hard drive, and he was asking the city to, if he can search for his hard drive that had like millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin on that hard drive. When people purchased Bitcoin years ago, they were not taken by the price of it back then, because it was just a few, it was a couple $100, a couple $1,000. It was probably less than a couple $1,000 when they forgot about it, but it was a couple $100, about $50 to $100 for each Bitcoin. So they had a few Bitcoin. They had about 25, 50 Bitcoin, and left it on their laptop, left it on their hard drive, and just forgot about it. And today it's worth a lot more than it was back then. the higher projections of Bitcoin being up to $500,000. I was slightly convicted by Bitcoin making it up to 200,000, but just the time frame, it is going to take a lot of time to put that broken system of fiat currency into the superior cryptocurrency of that being Bitcoin and other altcoins. Nadu, thank you for joining me. He says, what is your target for Doge? Yes, I did mention my price projections for Dogecoin as our market cap. Well, actually, let me pull up the market cap to see where we're currently trading, because the supposed meme coin Dogecoin has a market cap that is more than that of other so-called legitimate cryptocurrencies. So let me pull the market cap of Dogecoin up to give a bit of reference. I was following Dogecoin back when the market cap was just above, it was actually just below. We were at like 990 million, and then we had made it to 1 billion market cap for Dogecoin. And let me see here. Yes, so now the market cap for Dogecoin is $8 billion. $8 billion is good because we were stuck in that wedge of $6 to $7 billion for market cap. So my price projections, if Dogecoin can make around $40 to $50 billion in market cap, that would be the help from Mark Cuban and such. Dogecoin would be trading at around 35 to 40 cents by the end of this year. Now that is a lower price projection that I did make. My price projection, if you look back in some of my earlier videos, my price projection back then for Dogecoin was 10 cents. And lo and behold, we made it up to 0.091. So as time goes on, price projections really change with the movement of cryptocurrency. So you can have a price projection for a token, but a lot can play out, and that price projection can actually change. So from 10 cents, I have made it all the way up to 35 and 40 cents, maybe 50 cents. It's just going to take a lot of, or rather, it's going to take billions of dollars to push Dogecoin up to that level. Just that being, there is a huge amount of circulating supply compared to other tokens who have a much smaller circulating supply of their token. Rich G, Bitcoin and burritos. Yes, I did hear about that from Chipotle. If you guess a 7-digit passcode, you can choose. Oh yes, yeah, you can win Bitcoin and stuff like that. Yeah, that's again just mass adoption. But I do like what Chipotle is doing with that, and they're actually giving those who don't have, extra means to invest, they're giving those people the means to own Bitcoin without actually having to purchase it off of an exchange. So that is really good. That will get a lot more people involved into the cryptocurrency markets. And once you have your foot in the crypto markets, starting off with Bitcoin, Bitcoin should be your first and main purchase if you are thinking of purchasing cryptocurrency. And then you should digress into these smaller capped cryptocurrencies. I know we do love Dogecoin. Everyone loves Dogecoin, but keep in mind that Bitcoin was the first ever cryptocurrency created, so it is going to topple that of all the other cryptocurrencies. Not saying that you're going to have a nice increase from Dogecoin and other altcoins, but you should have a pretty good amount invested into Bitcoin. Nadu, the target for today or this week, I would not plan on giving targets for today and this week, as the smaller time frame, anything can happen. As I stated before earlier in the live stream, we can have further corrections for Dogecoin, back below 6 cents. So down to 0.595 is a really strong area of support that we have for Dogecoin. I was saying that if Dogecoin can hold this price value at 0.62 up to 0.65. So if that was a short-term price projection, 0.65, where we had that initial spike up to 0.66 cents, would be where Dogecoin could possibly hold. Rich G, yes, I own Bitcoin, ADA, Ethereum, and a lot of Doge. Yes, that is a very good portfolio and diversified portfolio. I cannot stress enough to diversify your portfolio into these mid-cap. I don't really chase smaller capped cryptocurrencies. I do prefer mid-capped up to larger capped cryptocurrencies, that being Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, ADA, Binance, BNB. Binance, BNB has just been showing up, pushing through $400 like it was nothing. It pushed through $300 like it was nothing, and it was so crazy to think about because as I was referencing my my earlier videos, Binance BNB was at $40. So my conviction for cryptocurrency was not really there as it is for now. And Binance BNB was only $40, and now it's up to $400. So if you had bought one Binance for $40, you would have been up in excess of $400 per coin. But yes, I'm not a financial advisor, but any suggestions? I was naming a lot of cryptocurrencies that will have substantial increases from this current moment. One I am very taken by, and the projects that they're doing really good things. They are a token that is based in, I believe it was Shanghai or somewhere in China, but that is VeChain. I purchased VeChain around 7 cents. I picked up a pretty good amount of VeChain at 7 cents, and we are nearly double that price value where we were currently trading around 7 cents. So I was chasing in a bit. You do not want to chase your cryptocurrency buying in at these all-time highs. You want to wait until your token can have a correction and you can make your investment choices correctly. But Rich, to answer your question, you really can't go wrong with Bitcoin, Ethereum. Cardano is kind of up and down, but that does happen for Cardano. Again, with my last videos, Cardano was just 30 cents, and now Cardano is up above 120 or 121. So purchasing Cardano at around 30 cents, you would have been quite happy if you held onto your Cardano until now. One that has been doing really good, I actually purchased, let me see when I purchased this particular coin. Okay, so I purchased Decentraland Mana. Decentraland is doing a lot of good things with gaming and those virtual worlds. And Decentraland I purchased at 46 cents per coin, and Decentraland is up to $1.04. So I definitely doubled my investment from Mana Decentraland. I have not taken profits from Mana Decentraland yet, only because I just have like the strongest outlook for those virtual worlds and gaming online. And gaming in general just has such a large crowd. If we can get the gaming crowd into cryptocurrency, it's going to be crazy. So I'm definitely holding on to my Mana Decentraland. I might be pulling out my initial investment pretty soon, but at this moment I'm holding on to my Decentraland. I do mention staking coins as well. If you are still new to learning about what cryptocurrency is, you definitely have to take advantage of staking. That means you will get distributions from the blockchain just from holding that particular crypto. So the larger amount of crypto that you're holding, you will get a larger amount of staking rewards paid out to you. And one of those being Cosmos, Atom. I believe I picked up Atom at around $17 or $16, and Atom is trading at $21. And it is a staking coin. Staking coins are very important, as you will be gaining more cryptocurrency on the cryptocurrency that you already have without having to purchase any more cryptocurrency. Another diversification, if you are looking to widen your cryptocurrency portfolio, is Polygon, Matic. I slightly FOMO'd in on Polygon, buying a pretty good amount right at 31 cents. And Polygon is holding at around 35 to 37 cents. So I do see the growth for Polygon. It is an Ethereum token, so it is still on the Ethereum network. There are still a lot of tokens that I hold that are on the Ethereum network. And with the Ethereum Layer 2 solution coming out, that is going to help increase those Ethereum tokens by a lot. I do see that happening, as they are taking quite a long time with the Ethereum 2.0 to be introduced. But when it does, I do see a nice run-up in those Ethereum and ERC tokens. We did have a very convicted viewer. Shout out to Trenton once again. He was fairly taken by BTT. I do feel he did ask about it more than one time. But BTT, it is, or rather it would have been a good cryptocurrency, but there's just not too much going on. There's not too much, or wasn't too much going on with BTT. There is a lot more going on with BTT at the moment, currently holding a market cap of just under $6 billion. So they have grown a lot from where they were, but with the circulating supply of over 600 billion, that's definitely a lot. I mean, people talking about Dogecoin not having any increases. Dogecoin only has a circulating supply of 128 billion coins, and only a certain amount of coins can be mined per year. So as time progresses, the adoption isn't going to catch up with the mining for Dogecoin. Mining takes a lot of electricity. It takes time for those blocks to be confirmed on the blockchain. So the run-up in price for Dogecoin will be happening when that circulating supply is reintroduced onto platforms. But yeah, there's just a pretty huge circulating supply for BTT, so I'm not really looking into that one too much. And you can't really purchase it on many exchanges. I do use a few different exchanges. It is good to have not only a diversification in your cryptocurrencies, but a diversification towards where you are holding your cryptocurrency. So you want to have more than one platform, especially having platforms that you can withdraw and send your cryptocurrency to other exchanges. This will be the last cryptocurrency I will be referencing, but OXT Orchid has been doing really good. I picked up Orchid at, let me see when I picked up Orchid. I picked up Orchid at 70 cents, and Orchid's at 83 cents. So I am up ever so slightly on my investment. I definitely like to purchase my cryptocurrencies and hold for the long term. I'm not really a day trader. I did try day trading for a couple weeks, but day trading definitely takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of concentration, as if you do not pull out in the right moment, you definitely can get liquidated. So I was just getting pretty scared about losing all of that capital from day trading. It was pretty scary. But if you do have the leverage and patience to day trade, definitely go for it. All right, let's see where Dogecoin is holding. Pull this up here. Sorry, get this chart. All right, Dogecoin is still at the support level that we made, right at 0.62 cents. The upwards trend that we are having is perfect, as that is pushing us back up to 7 cents. Rich G with the comment again. I'm looking at VeChain. You never followed it. It's spiking at 13. Oh yes, definitely. Do not chase. I cannot urge you to not. I cannot urge enough for you to not chase. You do not want to be purchasing cryptocurrencies when they're at all-time highs. So if your cryptocurrency is up 10, 20, even 30%, I know it's so hard to watch those cryptocurrencies continue, but do not chase. That's the main takeaway that we need to learn as crypto investors, is to not chase. It's called FOMO. It's just fear of missing out. You're not going to miss out on VeChain. You're not going to miss out on these other altcoins because we are in the beginning stages of cryptocurrency being adopted. So definitely do not feel like you are missing out on cryptocurrencies, just wanting to purchase every cryptocurrency. I can admit, but okay, my situation, I FOMO'd in like around January. Okay, so I FOMO'd in when cryptocurrencies were a lot lower than they are right now. So I definitely FOMO'd in. I bought like every cryptocurrency that was ever created, but that is not something that I urge you. That is not something that I urge you to do. You do not want to just be holding all these tokens without actually knowing what the project is, without actually knowing the growth potential of that particular cryptocurrency. Yes, Rich G, do not FOMO in. I'm sorry that it's just hard to watch those increases, but try your best to just have patience, and then when you're not FOMOing in and you wait for corrections at the right time, you are able to gain a lot more token because the price value is lower. So you can purchase a lot more coins when the price is at a correction rather than at all-time highs. That was a really good question, Rich G. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I definitely learned not to FOMO in, as I did FOMO in on Uniswap. I bought Uniswap at, I think it was 27. So like I was pretty close. I know Uniswap is still trading at $30 or around like $29, but I totally FOMO'd in on Uniswap. But it is doing good. I purchased SushiSwap as well. Not too much. I have a wide diversification, so I didn't want to hold too much into too many altcoins. Rich, I panic and get a FOMO. Yes, we all panic and get FOMO because you want to see those gains. I mean, just let those returns come to you. Do not chase all-time highs. Let the all-time highs come to your portfolio. That is the best way of thinking about it. That's the best way of gaining more on your investments. So then if you just sit back and relax on the cryptocurrency that you already purchased, when you wait for those corrections, you can buy a lot more cryptocurrency than you can at an all-time high price. All right, and Bitcoin is trying again right at 58,400, right below that trend line that we were trying to hold above 58,500. So Bitcoin pushing through $58,500, it will be making its way back to $59,000. Rich again, I think they know when I buy, because when I buy it drops. Yeah, that is something that happens. I know we say buy the dips, but it just keeps on dipping. So the outlook I like to have on it is you really want to wait. When we're having these corrections, do not buy it right after the correction happens. Buy your cryptocurrency when it has a correction for not 1 day, not 2 days, but upwards of a week to, 5 days. You can kind of push it. So if it's a really good cryptocurrency and it comes back up after like 3 or 4 days, then you should definitely FOMO in. But if it's having a hard correction from all-time highs, the cryptocurrency can drop at least 40 to 50%. So you have to keep that in mind. Corrections and hard corrections, especially when we have those retracements in price for Bitcoin, altcoins have a price correction that is much, much more than that of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has become extremely stable. So altcoins, in my point of view, are not as stable as Bitcoin. So yes, you want to wait until you find the perfect area of consolidation, not too high, not too low, but being able to accumulate that coin at a good price value. Yes, Rich G, buying high and selling low is not the way of investing. You want to buy low and sell high, the complete opposite of what a lot of people FOMOing in are currently experiencing. I know that a lot of people got burned with Dogecoin after it shot up from 1 or 3 cents, or yeah, no, it was 1 cent. We shot up from 1 cent all the way to 9 cents. And a lot of people FOMOed in. They bought Dogecoin at 8 cents. I bought Dogecoin at 7 cents. I FOMOed in. But my outlook in particular, if you have a long-term outlook on your cryptocurrency holdings, it really doesn't matter what price point you're picking up that cryptocurrency, because you're just trying to accumulate as much crypto as you possibly can. So it's not really about how much it costs in that particular moment, rather how much cryptocurrency you'll be holding the next 2 to 3 years from now. It's okay, Rich. It's definitely okay. We learn to make our investments correctly, and your outlook on what cryptocurrency is definitely changes. I know we want Win Lambo and Win Mansion, but you're not going to become a millionaire overnight. It's possible to become a 100,000-aire overnight if you have a larger investment into a particular coin, and it does have a nice run up. So there are, in some cases, if you can allocate at least $100,000 or $200,000, it is possible that you can become a millionaire just holding cryptocurrency. But again, my conviction for cryptocurrency is not just for a quick money grab. I see it as a financial revolution. I see it as a break from the broken systems of monetary fiat, not helping people move forward in any way. It just helps the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But cryptocurrency is the complete opposite. It helps the poor get richer, and in a sense, if the rich are purchasing cryptocurrency, it makes them even more rich. But it is helping everyone. It is not helping just the minute amount of people who are holding wealth. So if you have just a small amount of money to invest into cryptocurrency, just put that aside. Definitely buy Bitcoin as your main holding. and then diverse into other altcoins as follows. Rich, do I go live every day? That's a good question. Yes, I'm actually in the Central California as well. I know the taxes are just crazy. I hate filing my taxes, or actually I'm going to hate filing my taxes next year because I barely got into cryptocurrency last year, so it's going to be a really interesting tax year next year. But yes, I do not live stream every day. I live stream, or try to live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I am self-employed, so I do have other tasks that I have to see to. But with the pandemic and everything, it has been a little bit easier for me to work from home. So I got really into cryptocurrency. I got really into investing first, buying stocks in the stock market, and cryptocurrency was right there. I was introduced to cryptocurrency, and it just took off from there. But I do not live stream every day. My channel is still new, but I am hoping to grow my channel with updated equipment, stuff like that for its intros. I am still trying to work with a co-host. So there's a lot that's going to be going on within the channel of Crypto209. So definitely stay tuned if you are still new into the cryptocurrency markets. All right, let's see where our good old friend Ethereum is holding. Ethereum is doing good as we are above 2,000. We did have a correction slightly down for Ethereum, down to I think it was 1960 up to 1970. So Ethereum is going to have really good price actions from 2,000. I do see Ethereum up to 25 to 28, pushing maybe $3,000. But Ethereum capturing at least 5 to 10% of the market cap of Bitcoin is definitely possible. Bitcoin's market cap being over $1 trillion. It's just crazy to think about where Ethereum and these other altcoins will be going if they can capture higher market caps. As Dogecoin's market cap is still holding at $8 billion, we are looking for the market cap of $10 to $12 billion, as that would ensure we are pushing through all-time highs up above 9 cents, trading around 10 to 12 cents for a Dogecoin. So let's go back into some more news. We like to stay updated within the news world to see what's going on, because that definitely does give us an outlook for where we are going to end up in the next coming weeks. So I did mention the Coinbase listing. I am interested in purchasing the Coinbase listing. Richie, thank you so much. We need to get as much support as we can to get the word of cryptocurrency out to as many people as we can. Thank you so much for your support, Rich. That is very kind of you. So yes, this was just what I was talking about the volatility in Bitcoin and it becoming really stable. Bitcoin stuck around $58,000. Monthly volatility drops to a 3-month low. I personally purchased Bitcoin at 22,000, so I was so happy to get in at 22,000, but I was not fully taken by Bitcoin at 22,000, and I beat myself up all the time for not selling all of my organs to purchase Bitcoin at 22,000. But I purchased Bitcoin at 22,000. It had a run up to 28,000. I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. I put a little money in, and it's been growing just for me holding Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin made it up to 30,000. It didn't stop there. It made it all the way up to 40,000. And when Bitcoin made it to 40,000, I got extremely interested into what this so-called cryptocurrency was. And I started to apply myself. I started to research it as much as I could. And it just took off from there. That definitely was the moment that I FOMO'd in and purchased as much cryptocurrency as I possibly could. But I thank myself for doing that because I made extremely large purchases for Bitcoin at around $40,000 up to $50,000. So Bitcoin's price action has been less exciting as the #1 cryptocurrency by market capitalization traded in a narrow range between $55,000 and $60,000 over the past week. Bitcoin's trading volume on the 8 mostly used crypto exchanges drifted even lower on Friday from the previous day. I do think that is mainly a cause of alt season 2021. I know that's trending on Twitter. Do follow me on Twitter if you are interested in fairly frequent updates on the cryptocurrency markets. I know my tweets are just outrageous, but you have to keep the liveliness awry within your crypto tokens. We definitely don't want to be too bored with our investments, so I'm definitely making a rant on Twitter if you are interested in following my stories on Twitter. It is the same as my YouTube channel, Gracey209. Okay, what was I talking about? You see, like, I just got sidetracked. Okay. The lighter volume suggests retail traders in the U.S., unlike the year 2020, are not as active with their latest round of $1,400 stimulus checks. I definitely disagree with that, as I allocated nearly 100% of that stimulus check into Bitcoin. And I have made hundreds of dollars from that initial $1,400 just by putting it into Bitcoin. It's just outrageous how much Bitcoin has come from where it was just a couple months ago. Rich says, do I buy any stocks? Yes, I do. I started buying lithium and nickel companies because of the Green New Deal. Okay, yes. Well, stock markets, I do hold the blue chip stocks, of course, Apple, Facebook, Snapchat. I don't hold MicroStrategy. I was thinking about purchasing MicroStrategy for its diversifying my stock portfolios a little more, but I do hold a lot of dividend stocks. I think about 40 or 50% of my stonks portfolio is in dividend-paying stocks. So I do like dividend-paying stocks as well as blue chip stocks, as I mentioned before. But you can never go wrong with investing into those mining companies for gold and silver. I know we do still have the gold is dead and silver is dead, but I'm not completely taken by that. I think that it is going to keep increasing in value. So for it's holding the physical token, or sorry, I get so confused about cryptocurrency and non-cryptocurrency. So holding physical gold and holding physical silver is a lot more than just holding the stock of that particular company or mining company, rather. But yeah, I do diversify into stocks. I think not only should you have a diversification in cryptocurrency with different altcoins, but I think you should have a wide diversification within the stock market as well. The S&P is another good purchase There's just so many stocks out there. I mean, it's really up to you and to the term or time frame that you have on your investments. So if you have a longer term outlook on your investments, then you should definitely be buying stocks. You should definitely be buying good stocks that are growth stocks that are going to give you a exponential return over the next couple years. I know Netflix is just doing crazy things with the streaming services and everything. Netflix was trading at around $100 per share, and now Netflix is over, I think it's like $500. So Netflix definitely did a Tesla, with Tesla just doing extremely well, still holding up above $600. So there's so many stocks. I don't have any in particular that I recommend, but I do recommend you to diversify into stocks as well as cryptocurrency. Okay, back to our article. What's more is it appears that Bitcoin miners have also started accumulating their coins. Gee, you think? For the first time since December. According to the blockchain data Glassnode, a bullish sign for the market. Meanwhile, the BTC pair's 1 month realized volatility has certainly fallen from a peak of 114% in February to about 62% to lowest level end of November. So that's exactly what I was mentioning before. As the volatility decreases with Bitcoin, there's going to be even more institutional investors getting interested in this Bitcoin and purchasing Bitcoin. So that will decrease the circulating supply, and that will ensure that there is a nice run up for that token. Oh, my classical music has stopped, but I'm sure you guys were definitely getting bored with my classical music. The only reason I was or started to play classical music is because my first live stream, I was playing like, you know, this mix of music, and it took me literally 3 days to take off the copyright from that video. So I had to just like completely delete the video because it was just like too much. I was like, well, why am I going to keep this video if it's just all this copyright and it's not even like public? So you guys couldn't even watch my live stream. It was outrageous. YouTube is something else, but I'm still utilizing their platform to get the word of cryptocurrency out to as many people as I can. I definitely want to help change the lives of people who are invested into cryptocurrency, giving them the right information to make the right investment choices. All right, enough with my rants. Let's get back to the cryptocurrency markets to see where we are trading. Dogecoin is still in this consolidation area that we love, right at 0.62 cents. And do keep in mind that further corrections for Dogecoin below 0.62 cents are still possible. We have the lower support level right at 6 cents. We have one further below 6 cents, which is 0.595. But in this moment, I do not see Dogecoin dropping below 6 cents. If we do, the area of support that we are holding is 0.595 cents. So if you are looking to time your investments correctly, 6 cents would be a really good pickup, as well as under 6 cents at around 0.595. I did mention that I upped my positions for Dogecoin, as well as a few other cryptocurrencies when we had the correction earlier this week. I purchased more, actually. I bought more Decentraland at around 93 cents. My initial purchase was 46 cents, so I definitely was chasing Mana Decentraland, but I do believe in that project, and I do see it going a lot further than where it currently is. What other one did I purchase? I just bought so many cryptocurrencies, like I cannot even remember. It's just not good. You definitely do not want to have too many cryptocurrencies to where you cannot even remember what cryptocurrencies you're holding. Oh, Engine. I bought Engine, and Engine is just doing wonderfully. It's trading up above 350. We are having that slight correction for Engine. Do not chase Engine, as we were trading at around, well, when Engine first started, it was like 50 cents up to like 48 cents. So Engine now up above $3. You're definitely chasing if you're thinking about getting into Engine, but that was one that I purchased when we had that correction. Oh, I picked up more VeChain as well. VeChain is one you definitely cannot go wrong with, and Dogecoin, of course. So I am finally in the 10,000 Dogecoin holdings. It only took me that long because I did not, or rather I was not allocating my investments into altcoins as much. I was focusing on accumulating as much Bitcoin as I possibly could. I'm still accumulating as much Bitcoin as I possibly can, because there is a finite supply of Bitcoin. So once those tokens are completely mined, which we won't be seeing in our lifetime, but once those tokens are completely mined, whatever cryptocurrency or tokens you're holding in Bitcoin, that's it. That's all that's ever going to ever be created. So you definitely want to hold on to your Bitcoin in particular as long as you possibly can. Utilizing staking and interest accounts for your cryptocurrency is the way to go. Oh yes, Tezos. Tezos was another staking coin that I left out earlier when I was talking about staking coins. Tezos is a really good coin that has a really good project behind it. You want to make sure that the project and team behind what the token is doing, not just having a run up in price as a pump and dump. You do not want to buy pump and dumps. You want to buy tokens that are doing good things and utilizing those cryptocurrencies for actual uses. XRP is just having a wonderful time trading at $1.06. This is so funny because around the time that I had got into cryptocurrency, I was like telling my parents about it. You know, you definitely want to tell your parents and like what's going on. So I told my parents about it, and my dad actually said he bought XRP, and I'm like, you bought XRP? Like, you're in crypto? And I didn't even know that. I didn't know that he had purchased XRP, but he actually sold. He sold his XRP when they had that run up to like 60 cents or something. So he bought at like 40 cents or like 45 cents, and then it ran up to 60 cents and he sold. I was like, oh my God, you have to have diamond hands. Diamond hands is a learned art. I know you are going to have paper hands once in like your cryptocurrency lifetime. We all have paper hands, like we all do it. But you have to learn the art of diamond hands, because if he would have held on to his XRP from when he had bought in, like, it's just crazy how much of a return he would have got by buying in at 40 cents. So it was just so funny. And then they FOMO'd in. Actually, my mom and my dad purchased more XRP at around 50 cents. So I told them again, I was like, well, why did you sell? Like, you're not supposed to sell. And he's like, well, I didn't know, and this and that. And so I told them to buy back in, and they did buy back in, and it was the perfect correction because XRP fell below that 60 cents that it made it up to, and then it was around like 55 or like 54 cents. So my parents definitely got a really good entry for XRP. It's basically half the price now. So I know I made my parents happy for telling them to invest into cryptocurrency. Oh yeah, my dad purchased Bitcoin too, of course. He bought Bitcoin, I think I was telling them right when I stopped purchasing Bitcoin, because like I just didn't have any money left over. I literally put all of my monetary fiat into Bitcoin. Like I'm definitely cash broke. Like until I have to pay bills, of course I'm going to have like some cash in my bank account, but I do not hold any cash. Oh my god, this hair. I do not hold any cash in my bank account. I hold, or rather I use the banking system in cryptocurrency. So why not hold your bank account in cryptocurrency and have that money paid back to you? So you're not just having your money sit in a bank, not doing anything, collecting dust. Like, why would you want to keep your money in a bank? Like, so I bought cryptocurrency, and I continue to buy cryptocurrency up until 50,000, or Bitcoin up until 50,000, and then I told my parents to FOMO in for Bitcoin at 50,000. So my dad got a really good entry for Bitcoin at around $49,000 to $50,000. So as Rich, if you are still watching, as Rich was saying, when do I buy in? You do not want to FOMO in. That is not the right thing to do. You want to wait until your token has a really good correction from those all-time highs. And then if it's continuing to rally up, then you can make your investments. You want to find a good consolidation area and make your investments correctly. You definitely don't want to chase. Polkadot is doing some amazing things as well. I actually do not own Polkadot. That is one that is on my list for accumulating. Polkadot, when it first started, was doing amazing anyway. It was trading at around $4 or $2 up to $4. And now Polkadot is over $40. So that was the same thing. Oh yes, Richie, you're still here. Thank you for staying tuned. I'm not too far over my live stream, but yeah, we're still going. Okay, so what was I talking about? Look, I get sidetracked easy. I do apologize. Oh yes, Binance BNB. So I was mentioning in my earlier live stream when Binance BNB was only $40, and now it's over $400. So that's in a way the same thing with Polkadot, but it's just in a much smaller price value. Polkadot was $2, and now Polkadot is $40. So if you just have the long-term outlook on your holdings, you are going to have those gains come back to you. You do not want to FOMO in. Oh, I do own Chainlink as well. I purchased Chainlink around 25 and 27. I did FOMO in on Chainlink, but that is a good project, and it does have the interest on BlockFi, so that is why I hold it, because I do use the BlockFi account. All right, let's see where Dogecoin is trading. I try not to get too far sidetracked, because like if I get sidetracked for like 5 minutes, I'm just gonna like keep talking about it. So like I try to stay as tuned with what's happening in the cryptocurrency markets as I can. I do apologize for that. Dogecoin right below actually this trend line that we made of 0.62. We are having the slight pullback back down to 0.61. This is really healthy as we are pushing out those paper hands, creating more diamond hand people for holding their cryptocurrency. So trading at 0.61, we are still in the uptrending wedge. If we start to drop below 0.61 for Dogecoin, then we will have a little more of a downside. But in this current moment, up above 0.61, Dogecoin is doing really good. The pullback is only because Bitcoin was rejected again at 58,400. Bitcoin trading at 58,100. Bitcoin is still doing really good as it's holding $58,000. We had that pretty hard correction back down to 55. So when Bitcoin has those corrections down, I'm a little thirsty, I've been talking for forever. When Bitcoin has those slight corrections down, and they're so slight because when I first got into Bitcoin, the volatility was just crazy. The volatility was not as much as it is right now. Like, we would literally drop $8,000 to $10,000. So we have not dropped $8,000 to $10,000 for Bitcoin. So do not be frightened by these short-term and small corrections. Okay, so Bitcoin's still trying at 58,100. We are looking for Bitcoin to recapture $58,500, and we should be pushing through 59,000 hopefully this weekend. There's just so much adoption and stories happening with Bitcoin. I don't see Bitcoin having a hard time reaching $59,000. Pushing through the all-time high of $61,000, we are met with a lot of selling pressure and a lot more resistance right at $60,000 up to $61,000. So that is going to be a bit of a battle for Bitcoin. But when Bitcoin does, it is going to help the rally up for our altcoins. Our favorite being Dogecoin, as we love Dogecoin. Dogecoin's market cap was around $1 billion when I had first started doing the coverage, and now we're at the market cap of $8 billion. And we did make a market rank of around 7 when we were, when we had that spike up to 9 cents, but then we dropped below to about, well, what is the market rank of Dogecoin? That is a good reference. So when your cryptocurrencies start to move up in rank, the adoption does seem to happen a lot faster as it's getting a lot more coverage, being in the top 10 or being in the top 20 of cryptocurrencies that are currently being traded. Dogecoin. I did have, oh, so we're just still at number 20 for Dogecoin, a little low, because I think we were around 15 or 16 market rank. So we are having a few cryptocurrencies that are passing over Dogecoin in terms of market cap ranking and size. But keep in mind that Dogecoin's market cap is still more than that of other cryptocurrencies. And some companies do not even have a market cap of $8 billion. So Dogecoin has a very, very strong community behind this particular token. Oops. Along with the Coinbase IPO, the cryptocurrency markets are just going to grow like crazy. That's going to give a lot of, limelight as to what cryptocurrency is, as you're going to have these older investors, people who are a little more up in age, trying to get in on cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is kind of the younger people's game, but older investors are going to start allocating some of their assets into cryptocurrency if they have not already done so. So with that, as well as mass adoption from these institutions, we're just in the beginning stages for where cryptocurrency is going to end up. I do mentioned more than once, I have a long-term outlook on my holdings, as I am not day trading cryptocurrency. I am dollar cost averaging, which means I buy in $20, $50 into whatever coin I am interested in, and I just let it sit. I do not trade it. I do not sell it. I just dollar cost average and hodl. That is the best way to see those big returns come back to you, is when you can learn the art of diamond hands and learn to dollar cost average. Because you definitely do not want to throw your money in like all at once, and then it just totally tanks, and then you're like, oh my god, why did I buy in like up there, and like I could have got so much more cryptocurrency if I had just waited and then bought in at a lower price. There's still a lot of news going around with NFTs. NFTs is the non-fungible tokens. It's just a whole nother world, so I try not to go too in-depth with NFTs, because I'm just going to get like too taken away from what my live streams are about, which is Dogecoin. I try to stay as focused on cryptocurrency specifically, and not try to get too taken away by these other projects that are happening. But the space for NFTs, I believe, was vastly overvalued. That's why we had those corrections. I mean, if you have $69 million to purchase an NFT, why are you not buying $69 million worth of Bitcoin? It doesn't make any sense to me. If you have that much monetary fiat, like, you need to be buying the right things. You need to allocate your assets into the right investments. That being Bitcoin as your main investment. I cannot stress enough how far Bitcoin has come. When Bitcoin first started, Bitcoin was $1. So just think about that. If you could have bought Bitcoin at $1, and it's $58,000 right now, per Bitcoin that you owned, you would have made $57,000 from your initial investment. So hundreds upon thousands upon millions of dollars just by having diamond hands. Yeah, so we have a lot of big institutions raising capital to purchase more cryptocurrency. As I did stated, the Sacramento Kings opting in for their players to opting in for their players to get paid out in Bitcoin. Like, I would love to get paid out in Bitcoin. BlockFi actually is coming out with that credit card, to where when you purchase, when you use the credit card and you make a purchase, you get like a percentage back in Bitcoin. So they're actually doing something good with that, but I would love to have my paycheck in Bitcoin. Like, that would just be a dream come true, as you definitely want to get paid in a appreciative asset that gains value over time, instead of monetary fiat, which consistently loses value over time. People cannot afford to buy homes. People cannot afford to buy cars. I mean, cars are too expensive. Food is too expensive. The main thing being a home. If people cannot purchase a home with the money they are making from going in 9 to 5 every single day, why am I going to work 9 to 5 every single day, or Monday through Friday, whatever, to get paid to not even be able to put a roof over my head? It just makes absolutely no sense to me. That is why I definitely strive to become self-employed and an entrepreneur, basically, because monetary fiat is not here to work for you. You are here to work for monetary fiat. And cryptocurrency definitely switches that around. Cryptocurrency is here to work for you. So I just love the concept of that. The complete change of our financial systems will be disrupted, and people who did not have capital and assets before will have the opportunity in that space. So if those of you who did make the right investment choices and your tokens have a nice run up, I do urge you to take those profits. Not saying that you cannot treat yourself. Win Lambo is something that we love, but do not spend your gains on a Lambo unless you have millions of dollars in return from your initial investment. You want to make the right investment choices after making your investment choice. So after you have that money coming back to you, you want to reinvest that money once again to continue having that money flow. So that is just a very key aspect into how cryptocurrency is going to change the way we go about our everyday lives. Look, here I go again ranting. I'm telling you, I do apologize if I go too far off topic. Dogecoin is pushing through our area of consolidation right at 0.62. So you can see that even though we are falling below this 0.62, the listing of Dogecoin on crypto.com has helped to diversify others' portfolios and them purchasing cryptocurrency, I'm sure, on the exchange crypto.com. We are still waiting for the hard wallets from Robinhood. So on Robinhood, if you do purchase cryptocurrency, I do own cryptocurrency on Robinhood. The only reason being that when I first got into cryptocurrency, Robinhood was one of the first platforms that I had used to purchase cryptocurrency on. And you do not have your private keys, so you cannot withdraw your cryptocurrency. So in a way, you do not have the rights to that cryptocurrency. So if you're continuously purchasing cryptocurrency and you want to take custody of that cryptocurrency, you want to purchase it from an exchange that gives you your private keys, which is very important as you want to keep your cryptocurrency as safe as you can, taking it off of exchanges and putting it into your cold wallet. So this was a very good live stream today. I will be concluding the live stream for Friday afternoon. I thank you all for joining me. We had a very interesting conversation and overall price update for the cryptocurrency market. I will be returning on Monday to give you an updated live stream for the cryptocurrency markets. So definitely stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. I will see you all fairly soon. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a